There I was, standing in the middle of my driveway in the sleepy suburb of Willow Creek, staring at fresh blood pooling on the concrete. A single gunshot had shattered the evening calm, and my buddy Marcus Lopez lay there, not moving a muscle. Our HOA president, Elena Whitaker, gripped the pistol with trembling hands, her face pale as she dialed the cops. She'd just accused him of trespassing, then pulled the trigger right in front of me. This quiet cul-de-sac, with its perfect lawns and white picket fences, had turned into a nightmare. But trust me, that's just the tip of the iceberg in the wildest tale you'll ever hear. Let me back up and tell you who I really am, because none of this makes sense without that. I'm Ethan Hayes, and 3 years ago, I was a hotshot FBI agent specializing in white-collar scams. For over a decade, I'd been busting those slick suits who siphon millions while toasting at fancy galas. I was damn good at it turns out. I'd been digging into this sprawling web of corruption linking politicians and local bigwigs across 4 states. These weren't lowlifes. They were pillars of society: mayors, council folks, the types who wave flags at parades. Just as I was about to crack it wide open, bam, I get slapped with bogus corruption charges. Fake docs, paid-off witnesses of works. My life imploded. Career gone. Name dragged through the mud. Barely dodged jail. The kicker? The same crooks I'd chased had the pull to flip the script on me. So, I vanished to Willow Creek under the alias Jake Miller, doing odd jobs as a handyman while my lawyers battled to prove my innocence. I picked this bland spot thinking it'd be crook-free neat streets, nosy neighbors whose biggest beef was late trash pickup. Boy, was I wrong. Everything flipped on a crisp Wednesday when this guy Marcus shows up at my place with ledger books and that stiff vibe screaming undercover Fed. To everyone else, he was a bean counter auditing the HOA books. But my old instincts pinged. The way he angled his gear, eyes darting for exits, his firm, then sprouting antennas like a spy rig. What I didn't know then was Marcus had skin in the game. His sister Maria had her family home snatched in a Seattle HOA ripoff 4 years back. Phony fees, ghost projects that bankrupted them, leaving his 10-year-old niece in tears as they loaded the U-Haul. Marcus had sworn to hunt these suburban sharks ever since, and Willow Creek's fishy finances lit up his radar. We set up shop in my secluded garage, perfect for off-grid ops. Within hours, Marcus's high-tech scans unearthed a bombshell. $3.2 million vanished from HOA coffers over 7 years. Bogus bills for a $950,000 clubhouse remodel, except no clubhouse existed. Safety enhancements at $720,000 that bought zilch. Groundskeeping upgrades for $580,000, yet the yards looked unchanged. Worse, every dime funneled to secret accounts in Bermuda. This wasn't sloppy bookkeeping. It was pro-level fraud, honed over years with criminal savvy. Marcus beamed it all to Fed servers every 10 minutes, stacking an airtight case. That's when Elena Whitaker came into sharp focus. She was the picture of suburban perfection: glossy auburn hair, welcoming grin, outfit straight from a garden club brunch. Folks worshipped her. Home values had skyrocketed 320% under her 7-year reign, and she got all the glory. But she'd been spying on us via hidden cams she'd planted as security boosts, paid with swiped funds. Spotting Marcus's setup, her inner crook flipped the switch. She dug into his background. Firm barely a year old, office near a Fed building, gear too fancy for taxes. By dusk, she was on the horn with her sidekick, Ryan Fletcher, the numbers guy in their scheme. Her voice dripped ice. "We've got a Fed sniffing around. Handle it now." Ryan freaked about deals and immunity, but Elena shut him down. "We've shifted $9 million across states. Feds start at 25 years, no slaps on the wrist." Hearing her plot like a mob boss chilled. Met his wasn't a frazzled homemaker. It was a seasoned operator with a $52 million empire training 13 other HOA heads in Nevada, Oregon, and Washington via leadership Zooms that were really fraud masterclasses. Next morning, Elena sauntered over with her clipboard and sunny smile, but her probes were razor sharp. What audit protocols for interstate funds? Marcus played it cool, but I saw red flags. She was interrogating like a pro, masking it as chit-chat. That night, I overheard her call Ryan again. No deals. We eliminate threats or rot in Supermax. My gut twisted. How many had she already buried to guard her secrets? Dawn brought dread. Elena had confirmed Marcus's Fed TS no public audit trail, gear straight from Uncle Sam. But she didn't bolt. She twisted the law against him. At 8:45 a.m., her 911 call was a masterpiece. "This is Elena Whitaker, Willow Creek HOA chair. Reporting identity theft and spying Sumiones stealing resident data. The whole neighborhood's at risk." Words picked to trigger SWAT-level response. Cops rolled up fast, and Elena played the concerned guardian flawlessly, flashing docs and spinning tales of corporate thieves eyeing our success. She even questioned Marcus's papers on a bylaw loophole, sowing doubt without a sweat. Marcus couldn't blow his cover, so he looked shady. Cops left empty-handed, but Elena's eyes screamed war. Ryan called her in hysterics. "If he's fed, I'm out family, house, parents." Elena's reply was brutal. "Too late for quitters. We fight or die inside." That night, Ryan cracked, tipping feds anonymously for protection. Clueless to it all, Elena ramped up to Plan C. "I phoned my old contact, Agent Laura Bennett. She's on to us." Laura's voice cracked with relief. "Ethan, we've hunted you for years to clear your name." Marcus was piecing it together. Then the bomb. FBI had eyes on Willow Creek for 4 months. This tied to my old bust. The $9 million here was peanuts in a $52 million syndicate with shells, laundered cash, and Elena's splurges. $380,000 vacation pad, $95,000 rides, $72,000 bling, $135,000 Euro trips, all from neighbors' dues. Marcus's digs that day exposed the guts. Encrypted seminars teaching embezzlement as fund optimization, intimidation as resident care. Ryan, now in Fed custody, spilled codes, files, spots enough for multi-state raids. Elena, sensing betrayal via hacked calls, heard him rat. "Elena's the queen bee. She schooled us all." Panic hit. She had hours. Plan. Waste Marcus, scare Ryan silent, torch evidence, grab $450,000 wall-stashed cash, bolt to Belize on a phony ID. No witnesses, no case. Dusk fell tense. Marcus wrapped his last scans in my garage when Elena emerged from shadows, .40 caliber hidden. Marcus Lopez, Fed spy invading privacy. Marcus stayed pro, but Elena unraveled. "You wrecked my empire. $9 million built excellence, you hate success." I stepped in, heart pounding. Violence fixes nothing. Her eyes went dead. It ends problems. Time slowed, gun up, shot cracked. Marcus crumpled, chest blooming red. Echoes ripped the peace as families dined. Elena froze. "I didn't. Just wanted you gone." But her brain word-fed assault meant life. I pressed his wound, dialed Laura. "Agent down. Evidence safe, servers have it all." Sirens wailed as feds swarmed. TAC teams, choppers, marshals. Marcus got airlifted. Surgeons pulling miracles for full recovery. From his bed, he debriefed. Elena ran a crime academy for 13 clones, with encrypted nets, timed scams, evasion drills, a corporate mob in khakis. Willow Creek reeled. $3.2 million gone, mint, $3,600 hits per home. Mrs. Thompson, Elena's cheerleader, wept at meetings. "We trusted her blindly." Dr. Patel fumed. "Fake sewer fixes stole from retirees." Splits formed, some defended. Values rose. She earned a cut. Others raged. Prison forever. Charges piled. Fed assault, 30-year min, 22 wire frauds, 14 launderings, conspiracy, evasion, 95 years to life. My vindication? Feds proved my frame up by Elena's cronies. Laura offered reinstatement. Lead our suburban unit. I passed. Found real community here. Using Ryan's intel, feds nabbed 13 more, recovering $52 million. Media frenzy. HOA queen heads $52 million ring. Elena's spin flopped. I served under pressure. No sympathy. But the trap deepened. House arrest with ankle brace. Bait. At 2 a.m., she snipped it, raided the office with gas cans, hammers, tools aiming to burn proof, snag cash, vanish. Feds watched, Laura whispering. "She'll lead us higher." Perimeter locked, speakers blared. "Surrender." Elena yelled. "I'm official business, feds can't touch leaders." "We negotiated." She ranted delusions. "You infiltrated to crush suburbs." Marcus, on crutches, this ain't leadership. Then, insanity peaked. Elena livestreamed to our 14,000-member group. Fed's attack success. Views surged 10K, 20K, 40K. She fielded comments, confessing mid-meltdown. Funds invested wisely for prosperity. Thief. Shots flew. She screamed. You lack vision. At 142,000 watchers, gas fumes spiked. Tack breach. Bangs, swarm, cuffs. Stream caught it all, destroying America. Evidence saved. Charges hit 72, 160 plus years. Court sealed it. 142 years, $9 million payback, assets seized. Takedown netted the network, sparking laws in 38 states. Willow Creek rebuilt. Streamed audits, term caps, checks. Values bounced. We added therapy, a trust garden. Marcus headed Fed fraud squad, pinned a bestseller. I stayed, with local teacher Emily Brooks, consult on integrity. Laura rose to division chief. Elena? Medium SEC, mocked as Queen Bee. Appeals denied, rotting at 52 in year 5. Yet, as they hauled her away, she mouthed, the bosses. They'll hunt. Laura gripped me. She's not top dog, just a cog in something deadlier. Chills. What if Elena was middle management? Who pulls real strings in these shadows? What do you think? Should HOAs be scrapped entirely, or just policed like banks? Was Elena a monster or a product of a broken system? Could you spot a crook in your own backyard, or are we all too trusting? Drop your hot takes below, smash that like if justice feels sweet, and subscribe for more mind-blowing real-life twists that'll keep you guessing.